Hey everybody, happy Monday. Thank you so much if you are hopping on and you're getting on live. If you're watching the rebroadcast, thank you very much for choosing to spend your time watching, and I hope that you're gonna find this helpful. I also apologize if you hear my dog who is gulping water over off to the side. She started right after I hit the button to go live, so Twink. Okay, she's just thirsty. Okay, so I just wanted to share a little bit of motivation for you because Mondays can kind of be a rough day for a lot of people because like after the weekend we're tired, and a lot of people go to a job that they don't necessarily love, or it's just Mondays, like the case of the Mondays, right? So I titled this video, "It's Too Hard," and my inspiration kind of came from that because I've been talking to quite a few people recently who are wanting to go after some health and fitness goals. And so if you don't know me, by the way, my name is Kimberly Veely. I'm the founder of the Beauty Fit Mom, and I am a health and fitness coach, and I'm also a beauty professional expert. And so I help people to, well, my goal really is to just help them live their best life, to get healthy, to be fit physically, emotionally, financially, and to just find that beauty fit life. So anyways, so I've been helping and talking with some people who are really ready to kind of make changes and to go after some goals. For some, they've got like 10, 15 pounds that they're wanting to lose, and now all of a sudden it's like almost 4th of July and it's like, I should have started forever ago. And just for other people, they know that they don't eat well and they feel crappy and it's affecting their health and they want to make changes. And even still a few other people that I've talked to that are not in a job they love. They don't like leaving their kids at daycare. And I hear people say, I would love to have an opportunity like you where I could stay home and like have a business and still make an income from home, but I just could never do blah, 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 blah. And then insert excuse or reason why they can't do it or they don't see themselves doing it. So in life, everything is hard, right? It's hard whether or not you want to lose weight, or it's hard to remain the same. It's hard to chase a dream and leave back behind what is comfortable and what feels safe and secure. It's hard in relationships. It's hard doing the things we need to do, whether it's saying we're sorry and swallowing our pride and being the bigger person, or leaving a bad relationship, or whatever it is. Life is full of really hard stuff. So here's where my motivation comes from. Choose your hard. Choose your hard. You have to figure out if that thing that you are wanting to accomplish or do, or the place you want to go, whatever, the person you want to be, is really worth it. Is it so worth it that you're willing to do the hard stuff to get there? Or are you willing to settle and just live in the hard day-to-day circumstances that not going after that thing or not doing that thing will bring? So I hope that makes sense. So like for health and fitness, let's say you've got 15, 20 pounds to lose. That's overwhelming and that seems hard. You go from never ever working out or moving and eating like fast food and comfort food and just whatever's easy and accessible to trying to figure out how to eat clean, healthy, whole foods. And it's hard. And I'm gonna tell you, I work out regularly and I'm passionate about health and fitness, but there are days that I do not want to work out. Like today, for instance, I slept in because I was just exhausted. I could tell my body needed the rest, and I've now gotten myself into the habit of doing morning workouts. So now I know I have to do a mid-afternoon workout, which means the more we put something off, the less likely it is to happen. So I'm drinking my Energize to hopefully, I'm making up words today, hopefully get it going. But the thing is it's hard to take on those new things. It's hard to start working out. It's hard to work out on a day you don't feel like it. It's hard to say no to the pizza and choose a salad and grilled chicken. It's hard, but it's also hard to constantly live and wonder, what if, I wish, I wish I could, I wish I would, whatever, to feel tired. It's hard to feel like your clothes are tight and you don't feel confident and you don't feel comfortable. It's hard to feel just like run down. You get where I'm going with this. Same thing in business. You may have this dream business or this dream idea, maybe this dream just to be able to be home with your kids. And it just takes a sacrifice, but is it worth it to you to go after the hard? So choose your hard and choose what is really worth it. And when that comes down to it, you have to really find that purpose and find your reason why. I have a quote that I want to read because it just struck me so much that I love this quote. It's by E.M. Gray, and it said, "The successful person has the habit of doing the things that failures don't like to do. The successful person doesn't like doing them either, but his dislike is subordinated to the strength of his purpose." So the more tuned in you are to your purpose, the more dedicated you are towards growing toward it. Growing toward it. I love that. Not going toward it, but growing, because to get somewhere you've never been, you're going to have to do things you've never done. You're going to have to face things you've never faced, and it all encourages growth. So the better your chances of reaching your potential, expanding your possibilities, and doing something significant. I love that. So that just reminds me and kind of reiterates, it's hard. Life is hard. So choose your hard. Are you going to choose the things that move you towards success that successful people do, or are you going to choose the things that the failures do? Another thing about failure, because that was another excuse, I just heard it today, of somebody who is wanting to lose about 15 pounds, and their excuses were they're afraid of failing and they don't like vegetables. So, the only way you're going to fail is if you flat out don't start, or you quit as soon as you start or part way into it. That's the only way you're gonna fail. We all face hiccups. We all have roadblocks. We all stumble along the way. But if you keep going and you keep putting one foot in front of the other, and you keep waking up saying, today's a new day, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna do this differently because yesterday this didn't work out so well. So now maybe today I'll try it this way and see how that goes. If you do that, you're gonna keep moving forward, and you cannot be a failure. So whether that's in your health and fitness or your business or relationships or whatever it is that for you, you might want to be better, just keep going and you will not fail. You cannot be afraid of failure. That's a huge thing that I've learned, because I was that person who, and I still battle it by the way, but a type A person who was so afraid of failure that if I knew I couldn't do something and do it right or perfectly, or do it and win, then I didn't want to do it. So you don't get a whole lot of out of life by living that way. You just don't. But if you want to experience things and have success and have joy and help others and do all that stuff, you just have to push forward and do it and step out of your comfort zone and say, really, the only way I'm going to fail at this is if I mentally decide not to do it and I quit. So, okay, so my advice would be, choose your hard, just start. Find somebody to kind of hold you accountable. Find someone who you know is an encouraging person that's going to keep you going, but that's going to tell it to you straight. So I have an accountability partner, and she's like, okay, this is where you can work on improving. And it's like, okay, cool. Like somebody else, an outside perspective always helps, because she's saying, you're doing great at this, but really, I bet if you started working and focusing on this, you'd see way more fruit to your labor. We all need that. Consistency is key. So just like in exercise, just like in our health and all that stuff, the more consistent we are, the more it'll get easier, it'll get more comfortable, right? Because it's always scary, hard, overwhelming in the beginning, but the more consistent you are, the more it becomes second nature and the more it becomes a part of you, and the closer you are to that goal. So, and failure I already covered. So failure, I had to look at my notes real fast because I had things I wanted to say. So anyways, I hope that kind of helped you. I hope it gave you a little motivation, a little like kick in the booty to get your week going. And just to remember that we all face our hard times. We all face those hard things, and it's just how you choose to react and how you choose to move forward that's going to determine where you go and if it's closer to where you want to be or further. So Please feel free to share this, you guys. If you think this was helpful, motivating, inspiring, whatever, I hope that it was helpful. So I would love it if you shared this, and I would love to hear in your, you can comment, even if this isn't live anymore, you can still comment and tell me what are hard things that you faced and how did you overcome them? How did you keep pushing forward? Or if you have any questions, I'd love to answer those too. So you guys have a great rest of your Monday, whether it's afternoon or evening, and I will see you guys back later this week.